everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. I'm Christina, and
I'm Megan!
Yay! So you probably recognize her from our video we did, the marble cake, which I will link up above if you want to go watch it. You should, because it was really fun, and it was delicious cake.
It really was.
Yeah. So, welcome to 12 Days of Baking! Woo! Yay! I'm so excited. So this is the second time I'm doing it, and I have a friend! And I'm very excited, because it'll be way more fun with you.
It'll be great.
Yes.
I'm excited too. Mostly to eat everything.
Me too, yeah. It's gonna be delicious. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to keep these intros short, so I have less editing to do. But, yes. Would you like to help me tell them what we're making? We'll do the drum roll and then... Okay, ready? So today, we're going to be making... Today, to start off these 12 days of baking, we're going to be making...
Mini cinnamon rolls!
Yay!
Woo!
Woo! So this is a recipe that... Well, okay, technically I guess they're caramel rolls, but I grew up calling them cinnamon rolls, so... And I think they're better, but... and then I decided to make them mini because then we'll have more.
And they're cute.
They are cute.
Yeah.
It'll be really cute. So this recipe is from the Good Housekeeping Illustrated Cookbook. So, yeah, it's... But I feel like we're going to definitely want to add a few more things to this. But, yeah, so without further ado, let's get baking. Woo! So, not shown, we made the vegan egg replacer. I used Bob's Red Mill, and so we just made 2 eggs based on the directions in the back. And then the other bowl, I have about a 1/3 cup of lukewarm water with about a teaspoon of sugar and 2 spoonfuls or 2 packages of instant yeast. And you just mix those up until the yeast is coated in water. And in a large bowl, you're going to put the vegan butter and the non-dairy milk, and I recommend covering it with a plate or something so it doesn't splatter, and put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes or until everything is completely melted. In your mixer bowl, you're going to add your flour, which keep that on hand because you will be adding a lot more later on. And also you can just do all-purpose flour, or you guys can do a mix of all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour. Personally, that's how my family has always done it, so if you don't want to, you don't have to, just use the all-purpose flour. Besides the flour, you're also going to put in some sugar, salt, molasses, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, and vanilla. Not necessarily in that order, but we just need all of those in there. And then you can mix it and just kind of get the ingredients to be mixed better, you know. And once the butter and milk mixture is fully melted, you can dump that in and start to mix it. Make sure it's really well incorporated. Also, this will help the mixture to cool down because you don't want it too hot. If we were using eggs, you don't want it to cook the eggs, but our main concern is we don't want it to kill the yeast. So once that is feeling a lot cooler and looks really well incorporated, then you can add in the vegan eggs. And again, just mix it until it's well combined. There's really not a lot of ways you can say that, is there? But once that looks good and ready, test it. Check the dough, check the bowl, make sure it's cool or at least lukewarm, and then you can stick the yeast mixture in there. And then, you guessed it, you're going to mix it again. Woo! And you're just going to mix that until, again, it looks pretty well incorporated. And at this point, you're going to be adding flour. I recommend doing either 1/2 cup or a whole cup at a time. And you're just going to keep adding it, let it mix, until you start to see the dough start to lift away from the edges. Now, you can keep doing this until it isn't sticking at all and until you see that shiny coating on the dough, and then you can take it out and you don't have to hand knead it. I personally like hand kneading, I just think it's fun. So I took it out a little bit before it was done and then just kneaded the dough until it was done. Ideally you put the raisins in before you have to knead, we just forgot. But if you do forget, you can always just knead them in, no worries. So that's good. And just in case anyone doesn't know how to knead, no shame, just take one edge and fold it over and then take the other edge and fold it over and kind of do that on all sides, if that makes sense. So just keep folding the edges of the dough into itself until you get a glossy coating, and then it won't be sticking to the counter either. And then if you form it into a ball shape and you drop it on the counter, it should be able to hold its shape, and that's how you know it's done. In a bowl 2 times, if not 3 times bigger than your dough, put in a quarter size of oil, any kind. I typically use olive oil. And then when you put the dough in there, make sure that the entire dough is coated with the oil so that it doesn't form a hard crust. And then cover it with a damp towel or plastic wrap and set it aside for at least a few hours or until it doubles in size. So once your dough is ready or it is rising, go ahead and get out an 8x8 or 9x9 pan and a 9x13-inch pan. And grease the pans extremely well with either cooking spray or vegan butter so that these pop right out. Coat the bottom of the pans really well with a lot of brown sugar and then cut up little pieces of butter and just distribute them evenly throughout the pans, and then pour a little bit of milk here and there just so that it will help form the caramel as everything heats up and melts. Set those aside, flour your work surface, and then take your dough and roll it out. Roll it out into a rectangle. I think it should be able to get to like 24 inches long and 10 inches wide. I'm not really sure though, so just roll it out until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, or you can roll it out slightly thinner if you want, but just roll it out into a rectangle as evenly as you can, and then you're going to cut that in half lengthwise. So if you can get it to 24 inches, which I think you can, then you're going to cut it into 12 by 10 inch long rectangles. And then I just kind of rolled them out a little bit more. It's not even, I know. And then you take some warm butter. I recommend having it be room temperature. And then you just spread it out all over the dough. Don't miss any spots because that's what helps keep the cinnamon and sugar in there. And then you're going to sprinkle on some cinnamon and sugar. Again, I personally like to do a little more than most people probably. I don't know. I like it well coated, but it's up to you. If you want a little less, you can do that. If you want a little more, go for it. And then you're gonna roll it lengthwise, I think. At least take the shorter side and roll it so you have a longer roll, if that makes sense. Just do what we're doing. And then once you have that, you're going to cut them into about 1/2 inch, and you just cut them crosswise, I guess, technically, widthwise, I don't know. And then you just stick them in the pan, which I didn't film, but they are going to be very squished together, so don't worry about that. And then optional, you can proof them for another 15-ish minutes or until they've doubled in size, or you can stick them in the oven right after for about 25 to 30 minutes or until they're golden brown on the top.
Hey, I'm Megan. I'm out here with my llama.
The beautiful llama.
Llama.
That's llama and that's llama. They must be related.
Yeah.
Aww. This is the last of the baking today. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The cinnamon rolls are ready. Technically caramel rolls. Shall we try one?
Yeah. We slipped.
They're so little. I love them. Little doughy, but
I like them.
me too. They're really good. I definitely recommend making them. Again, I will have this recipe in my blog, so go check it out. Go check it out. I will have the link to the blog in the description down below. And thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, hello, welcome. If you liked what you saw, you should hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're an old/regular, welcome back. Thank you for watching and liking and hopefully commenting. And yeah, so that's basically it. I will see you guys with the next bake. Oh wait, I hope you learned something and or were entertained. And we'll see you guys the next week or next video. Bye.
Bye.